To Alonzo's barber shop and speak to the couple of barbers that's in here and get a little bit of information on them, exactly what it took to become a barber and what it takes to stay as a barber today. Come inside with us. Rouso, he's one of the barbers here at Alonzo's barber shop, and Roy right now is giving a nice trim to one of our patrons in our CC3 bingo callers, Don Snow. And we'll ask Roy just what he's trying to do here to make Don look a little bit better. How are you this morning, Roy?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you very much.
Now, before we get too far in, is this one of your regular customers that drops in to see you every now and then?
Oh, yeah, he's pretty regular.
And does he always come to you to get your cut, or is he, don't matter what barber he picks?
Well, we let the customers decide who they're going to go to. And I think Don is an all-around person. He goes wherever he feels like going.
Whoever's available, I guess, when he gets in. Now, Roy, to become a barber, did you have to go to school, be trained as a barber, or is it just something that you picked up on your own?
No, I didn't just pick it up on my own. I took a course here in the shop. Alonzo taught me to cut hair 20 years ago. There was a government program in place, and it worked out good for us. As I was in the shop cutting hair after 2 weeks and charging, so it was a really hands-on course.
Now, Don, before we go any further, I hope you don't mind us interfering with your haircut.
No.
It'll take a little longer.
No, not a worry.
Now, Roy, when it comes to doing haircuts in a barber shop, what difference would it be than going to a what you call a beauty salon?
Well, I guess not much difference, except that we probably appeal to a different customer. Let me get around the other side here. Yeah, you gotta get my best side, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, beauty shops generally appeal to women who want perms and colors and so on. And we don't do perms and colors at all, so that's basically the difference.
Now, I guess, do you still have a few women come in here, though, for haircuts?
Sure, there's a woman right there now. Probably 25% of our clientele are women.
We'll speak to John in a few minutes, and maybe we'll get John to tell us a little bit about his promotion here. But Roy, you've been here now, you say 20 years?
Yeah.
And have you seen?
1977 I started.
Have you seen any changes in the hairstyles over those 20 years?
Well, yeah. 20 years ago, we'd send customers out of the shop with the hair, brought up to the butt of the ear. So haircuts have generally gone over the past 20 years into what you might call old-fashioned haircuts, where it's clipped off short around the ears. And there'll be variations of that from different percentages of the population, of course, give variation to a haircut. Some kids didn't get undercuts the past few years, and different variations.
So, Roy, for you to keep up with the new trends in hairstyling and that, now, do you have to go away to different training courses?
Yeah, well, the industry provides trade shows from time to time, annually at least, and there's 3 or 4 different companies operating in Newfoundland, and they bring in artists from the mainland, from Toronto and Quebec, and even down the States, we keep up to date on the latest fashions by watching demonstrations and promotions by the industry.
Well, Roy, if somebody had a real long beard and wanted to come in here for a nice beard trim, you guys also look after that?
Sure.
Along with the haircuts?
Sure.
I'll tape Sean when he gets in the chair, get his beard trimmed.
What was that you said again?
I'll tape Sean when he gets in the air, get his beard trimmed.
Okay, there you go.
I know from our viewing audience from our local area, Kings Point. Now, John, if your experience training as a barber have been a little different, you attended a school in either St. John's or Grand Falls area?
Cornerbrook.
Cornerbrook.
No, it's not a lot of difference than probably what Roy had,
You just haven't been at it as long as Roy is that right?
No, he's got a few more years on me.
Now, this school that you attended in Cornerbrook, was that a proper barber school? Was that what you call an hairstylist school?
At trade school. It was a barber's course, just doing men's hair.
And you took this up as a profession now, John. Is that something that you really enjoy doing every day, getting up and coming in and cutting people's hair?
Yeah.
Something that you would think you'll be doing for the rest of your life?
Yeah, I would say.
Now, hopefully, we can get Alonzo back in from his coffee break before we leave, and tell us a few things about what it is to run a business as a barber shop. But maybe we'll have to come back and ask you some of those questions, John. Running your own shop, did you not?
Yes, I thought of it a few times, but I dropped the idea again.
Was there a reason for that, John? Just too much competition out there, or was it better to work for somebody else?
Yeah, there's lots of competition out there, and it's not too much fun working by yourself.
A lot of fun working with me, eh, John?
Yeah.
We're going to take another quick look back at the end result of what Roy is doing to Don, and see what Roy came up with as a finished product. A little different. Does people have different types of hair that you're cutting?
Well, everybody's hair is different. It's just as unique as personalities are.
Now, this man you got in the chair, does he have any unique personalities about his hair?
We know that,
Don has got a particularly difficult head of hair to cut. Because if you put the camera up close here on Don's head, you can see that he's got a really sticky up crown. So that's got to be cut really short. So if you don't cut it short, he's going to have trouble with it in a week's time or so, and it'll be sticking up. And also down here, he's got a neckline that's a little bit difficult because the hair tends to grow upside down on his neck. And you have to watch how you're cutting it because it'll stick up. Usually, you know, you can't leave it long because it'll be all bunched over in the center and so on. So, you know, there's different things about Don's hair. His hair is also texture is fairly stiff. So you can't really, it's really hard to get it to go in any direction that it doesn't want to go in. It just springs back again.
I guess mainly Don's hair wants to stand up straight, is it?
Yeah, that's basically the idea. So, but he wants it lying down. Most people want their hair to do something it doesn't want to do.
So now, how exactly would Don look if he had his hair completely stood up straight? Any chance we might be able to see that, or what?
Well, you better ask Don that.
And Don, would you go for the spike look today?
I've had the spike look. You were mentioning their different haircuts, different styles. I'd say Roy have done every style to me since I've been coming back and forth there, right from the brush cut to the spike to the string bob cut to what I'm doing now.
Now, Don, talking about different cuts, when we were growing up as youngsters, we always heard bake pot cut. Did you ever get a bake pot cut?
Yeah, that's local cut. Next door, neighbors, like that, right?
So that's what you call a cheap cut too, I guess, is it, Don? Yeah. Now, Roy, you were mentioning different people, but does men's hair differ than women's hair when it comes to cutting it?
Well, contrary to what most people believe, men tend to be a little less flexible than women are. With the exception of Don here, he's tried a lot of different styles over the years, but generally speaking, women will allow you to do a lot of different things with their hair, whereas men, they don't even want you to change where the part is in general terms. So I don't like to use the word particular, but men are more particular than women in that sense, that they don't want you to make any changes.
I guess there's like the old saying, it's pretty hard to change something when you've got used to it, is it?
Well, I guess with most people, yeah, most men.
Now, take it that Don is not one of those men because he was just telling us that he had quite a few styles over the years.
Oh yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah, he's very flexible.
And we haven't
whatever his hair will allow, he's done.
And we haven't finished with Don yet, so we're going to wait now a few more minutes and see what the final result is with Don. Hopefully, it won't be a spike today, is it, Don?
No, no spike today.
This is called a mustache trim, right, Roy? Is that a hard mustache to trim?
No, not really. No. It's a little boy's mustache.
You better watch, listen,
thick, is it?
You got to watch laughing when he's there with the clippers because he might cut the lips.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good at that.
What about the eyebrows now? You trim them too?
Oh, they're good, yeah.
No, he tends to be a little bit particular about his hair.
Oh yeah, he's putting on a show all day long where he is.
Yeah. I guess in his profession he needs his hair really well kept, do he?
Oh sure, everyone does. Everybody should feel that way.
Now we're going to take a swing around. Alonzo will return back and we're going to talk to Alonzo over here.
No complaints.
Now, when you left there just now, we had the video cameras on. I was expecting you to bring coffee back for everybody, but Roy tells us we're all going to the coffee shop after.
Well, the budget is a bit tight now. You know about the government cutbacks? Well, the same here, all kind of cutbacks.
Now, Alonzo, we talked to Roy about the ear cutting part. You're also a barber, and Roy was telling us that you taught him pretty much what he knows. So that must mean that you must be a pretty good barber yourself.
Well, I don't know about that, but we've been here 20 years now, so we get along pretty good and get used to all the new techniques that come out and try to apply it to our customers.
Now, how much of a staff do you have here besides the two that we saw today?
There's 4 of us all told.
Now, you must have quite a few products on the line too that you try to get some of your customers involved in using, and there must be a difference in when you have a man come in here with very short hair compared to a very long hair. How do you treat each customer when they come in?
Well, there's all kinds of products, and we try to get, we don't shy away from anything new, whether it be equipment or products. For instance, one of the big sellers now is this gel that the young ones are using, and one with straight hair like yourself, and keep it down from sticking up. Mousse is a big one that a lot of the women use, and all these products here is things that they use. They have a new men's line out now, American Crew, which gets into shampoo and conditioner and cologne, everything that make you feel good and smell good.
Now, we have another customer that just walked in the door. I wonder if he come in.
From South Brook, yes. We have customers from Kings Point, which we certainly appreciate. A lot of our customers come from Kings Point, but a lot of them come from South Brook too.
So you got customers that come from all over the Green Bay. Do you have anybody that comes in from outside of the Green Bay area?
Oh, definitely, yes. We have them comes right from St. John's. Now, they don't come out purpose for a haircut, but when they come here, they get a haircut.
Now, we'll give you a few minutes to talk to your customer here, and then we'll come back and ask a few more questions. What we're looking at now is a picture of a customer that Alonzo cut here 29 years ago. He's a very young customer, and I've been told now that this same customer returns on a regular basis once every now and then to get his hair cut by the same barber, Alonzo. So he must be a pretty good barber, I'd say. We're going to find out a few more things about Alonzo now as Sean is looking at some of his pictures there. Alonzo, did you take the course yourself at a school?
Yes, in Cornerbrook in 1964.
It's a picture of you too.
So was that the picture, that's all the gentlemen there in one picture?
That's it, yep.
That was your class that year?
Yeah, that was class.
Now, me not being familiar with the picture, where would we find you, in the middle of the class or the top of the class?
The youngest one there.
To the right or left?
Second from the left.
Second from the left there in the front row. Alonzo, you must enjoy cutting hair. You come in here just about every morning and greet the people as they come through the door, and you're a pretty friendly person. The only thing you don't have here should be here is a nice fresh coffee pot. Is there anything into that in the future?
Well, no, because you get ears in it, and then people complain about that. A few fellas from Kings Point, like Artie Matthews, they're a bit hard to get along with.
So I guess that won't be in the future. Now, there's wind that the possibility that you might be moving into a new location in the future. Is anything to that, Alonzo?
There's a good possibility, yes, and we have a little more space, and hopefully things will work out pretty good. Same staff, but a little better surroundings maybe.
Now, you mentioned earlier that you had lots of customers from the area. Kings Point seems to be a pretty popular section this morning. We've been on here about 10 or 15 minutes, and there have been 2 or 3 fellas come in and go from Kings Point. So there must be quite a few people from the area come here for barber cuts.
It's either that or they got wind that you was coming over with the camera.
That's what it was, I guess. But no, we didn't tell nobody we were coming. So unless you guys advertised it.
No, we must. We appreciate the clientele we got in Kings Point. They're really good customers and a friendly bunch, and can take a joke. You got to take a joke if you can come in here.
Now, over the years, Alonzo, you must have had one person or maybe a couple of people that you really enjoy coming in. Have you got any favorite people that you like to see come?
No favorite people, I wouldn't say like that, but we do have many people that we like to see coming in. Many people, I can think of one citizen from Kings Point who just died recently, coming there for 32 years, and his sons and his grandsons been coming, so I'm talking with Max Thomas, of course. So many people like that over the years we've seen, appreciate coming.
So it's sort of a family business, continue to be used by families.
Yes, that's right.
But thanks, Alonzo, for giving us the time, and I'd say thanks to Roy in the background there. Now, Roy must have a favourite customer, but he won't tell us who it is, and I sort of think I know who it is, but I won't mention it.
It's Artie Tucker. Matthews. Artie Matthews.
Artie Matthews, he's saying. Well, he's right now at the time cutting Artie's ear, so maybe that's a little bit biased. But thanks again for letting us come into your shop in your busy day.
You're welcome.